Hi, so welcome to my channel if you're seeing this on YouTube, and if you are seeing it on Facebook, go check out my YouTube channel. If you are seeing it on YouTube, please like and share and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. What am we doing today? Today I'm going to show you how to create something that is exactly the right size. What do I mean by that? You take an image and you size it out. That we kind of sort of know how to do, some of us. And if you don't, then you'll figure that out with this video also. But what am I talking about? Flat substrates. Flat substrates, I see people constantly asking, what size are they? What size are they? When they have the substrate right in front of them. So my suggestion to you is measure the substrate that's in front of you. Now, you can create a template of that exact substrate by taking it and putting it on your scanner. If it's white, cover it with a dark cloth and then bring that image into something and remove the background and then change the color of it. The reason we're changing the color of it is we're going to actually use it as a template because now you have the exact thing that you are creating for right in front of you as a template. So if it's got holes in it, when you put your design on there, you can check to make sure that the holes aren't cutting something out that's important on the image. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. So I scanned my iPod and I want to design a cover for it. Okay. So my iPod is a certain size and we're going to disclose that in just a second, but I want to bring in the iPod that I scanned. So that's what we're going to do first. So I'm going to go grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the iPod I scanned. That's exactly my iPod. I put iPod down on the scanner, covered it with a dark cloth, and here's my iPod. Now, I want to make something to go over this, but I don't want to cover this and I don't want to cover that, okay? Because that's my little camera, and I don't know what the heck that is, but we'll just go with it. I just want to put something on here, okay? I'm going to use vinyl sticker paper. So it doesn't even matter, or I can do a laminate on some 651, which is permanent vinyl, and then sub that and then put that on here. But I want to make sure that whatever my design is doesn't cover that camera or that, because I don't even know what that is. And I don't have my iPod in front of me right now. All right. So I'm going to go with the fact that it's 3.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. Okay. Because again, I don't have my iPod in front of me and I can't measure it, but you would have your object in front of you. All right. So the first thing we got to do is get rid of this background. Now, I could have gone and done that, and I actually did in another program. Okay. And I removed the background. And here it is. Okay, here's my little iPod with the background removed. Okay, all right. The other way you can do that in Silhouette is you could bring this and you could use the trace bit imaging. Okay, that's the fill panel. That's not what I want. I want the toast. All right, here's our toast. So we're going to select the trace area because all we want is just that iPod, right? And I'm going to increase this so that the yellow. Actually, this is perfect. It's going to remove, I don't care that it's removing that center part. We'll fill that in a second, okay? But in case you don't know how to do this, you just increase this, okay? But if you do that, it's going to take, I just want to remove the stuff around the iPod, okay? So there we go. So we'll do that. There we go. All right. Maybe increase art speckling. All right, so this is my image that I'm going to create. All right, and you can see that it removed the holes. All right, so I'm going to decrease this just a little bit. Let me get this set up and then I will be. So this was my first scan. This is what I removed. So I took all the black part out. Now I'm going to remove this gray part. Okay, so I'm going to do this in a two-part process just so that, and I don't care that I messed up the center part. We can fill that in. All right, so I'm going to do it one more time, and I'll show you the result. Okay, I got it this far. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. I want to remove just the gray area, so this time we're going to use the trace by color, and I'm going to remove the gray. Okay, so we're going to do all areas of gray, and we're going to trace and detach. Okay, So it is now traced and detached, and you can see I've now removed all the gray, and the only thing we have left now is the iPod. And it actually shows us where the edges are, okay? So I want this part, so now I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm going to do just the pink, and now we'll have to increase this, so I'll be back. I'm going to do all areas of pink, but I have to increase that because we want all the pink. So let me come back on this in just a second. And here's our results. This is what was left over. We're going to remove that by selecting all and hit cut. Okay, we can also remove this, but I'm going to just say something. See how these are all detached? Okay, so we could get rid of that, and we could get rid of that, and we could get rid of that. I'm going to leave that one. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to keep this as a frame just to see where it, whoops, I wanted to get rid of that. Okay, so we'll keep this as a frame, all right? And I'm just going to group all of that so it stays together. All right, so here's our frame that goes around the outside of our, so as we know that whatever we make for this, as long as it fits in here, and we keep in mind that this is here, and this is here, so let me put that there. You get the basic idea, right? Okay, and that there. Move that up just a touch. Move that to where it's supposed to be. Okay, now I'm going to move this out of the way and group that because I shouldn't have moved that other little piece. Okay, so now this is our frame. Okay, all right. So now that I have that, I can get rid of this, and I can move this over, and I can get rid of this. Because all of that stuff is remnant stuff, and here's our original. All right, so we know that the entire thing, excuse me, is, I don't know why this won't move. We're going to put this in here. I want to select both of these just for a second, okay, because I want to size this out. So I'm going to size this by grouping it, okay, and then I'm going to select this object and move it. And now I'm going to size it too. I'm going to unlock this. Actually, leave that locked just for a second. So I'm going to size this to 5 inches tall, okay, and you can see that, oh, it was 3 inches wide. So we're 3 inches wide by 5 inches tall. Now I'm going to click off of it, and I'm going to move this. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Ungroup it. Keep forgetting I grouped it. Okay, now we can move this. This is sized out perfectly. Okay, so we're just going to move this out of the way for a moment. This is what we're going to decorate. So, license plate, iPod. I mean, I showed you a very rough way to do this, but iPod, whatever, right? Now you know your exact thing you are designing for. So if I wanted to bring in a file, so I'm going to bring in something and we're just a background. We're just going to decorate this, okay? All right, so give me a second. Okay, so I just brought in this brush stroke background, and I'm going to make sure that it's grouped, and it is. Okay, and I want to make this fit this, right? So obviously this is too big, so I can't find my corner. Here it is. Okay, so we're just going to size this down a little bit. Okay, bring it back up, and it's got to fit the whole thing, right? So we're going to use this as the cookie cutter, and we're going to select both. And I half the time do this backwards, so hang on. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted, and I'm just going to hit crop, and there you go. Now, it did crop that hole out, so let me get rid of this. Okay, so let me undo that because I forgot I had the holes there, so let's go fix that hole first. All right, so How do you, whoops, gotta undo it. All right, so we're gonna put something behind that and meld this together. So we're gonna go grab a shape because I removed that iPod thing. I'm just gonna draw a quick triangle over it. I'm gonna fill it with a color. Doesn't matter what color, okay? And I'm gonna change back to this and I'm gonna select both of these and I'm gonna group it so it's all one piece, okay? As a matter of fact, you could even weld it so it was all one color. And now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on top. And let's try that crop again. Let's see how we did. There you go. So now I have my exact hole. I know where the little thing is. I can cut that off. It doesn't matter. But here's my vinyl, my final piece. Okay. And I literally could go cut that vinyl out or I could do a print. I need a print, obviously, to go on the vinyl, right? So not only, if I have a silhouette machine, I could actually create a piece of cut vinyl from this. If you're in Cricut, you could do it there too, but that's basically it. So what did we do? We took an original, right, which was this, and we created this to go on this. So now let's resize that to 5. Enter. Okay, here's our original iPod. I'm going to move this to the front. Put this on here. Check that out. There you go. See how easy that is? I know it seems a little complicated, but listen, you're going to scan. You're going to change, you can change the background color if you need to use that as a template, but I showed you another workaround on how you don't even have to do that. I didn't change the background. If you remove anything in it, just create a whole, create something and put it on there because when we scanned this part came out. So I just created a thing and I grouped them and it became all one piece. Then I just used this, the center, because I showed you how to do that. I used that and I put it on, created it and then brought in something and cropped it and there's my cover. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just ask. If you want to print this right from Silhouette, okay, let me just show you how to do that. So you click on this because that's the only thing, anything on here is what's going to print, okay? So we're going to click on this, but let's go set this up to the right size. So let's go, we are on letter size paper and we happen to be in landscape. We could put that there. If you wanted to make a couple of these, maybe I'm doing 2 or 3, we duplicate, right? It's already the right size, so we already know it's the right size. So it's, there you go. We can get a couple of these on here. You could change the color of this by going up here and changing it to, maybe you want a purple one, okay? Maybe you want a green one. So let's duplicate this and bring that down and change it to that green that we like, okay? All right, so now we want to print this, right? I'm not going to be able to show you a print preview because I'm out at camp recording this, but so my print preview is not going to come up, but I can show you how to print this. So next thing, I know a lot of you have the regular size format printer. This is the end of the video. For those of you who don't need the printing instructions, for those of you that do, continue on with me and we'll finish this up. File, print page setup. Make sure you're on the right size paper. I'm not, so let's go ahead and change that to letter size paper, okay? And we're in portrait mode, which is fine. And we're going to click OK. Now we're going to go to File. We're going to go to Print. Going to get a print preview. There's our print preview. That's exactly what's going to print. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and click Print. And you're going to get printing instructions. You got to pick the right printer. I'm going to use the 2800 for this demonstration. We are now in Portrait. So let's go ahead and change that to Portrait. Don't touch anything else. Click on More Settings. If you've downloaded your drivers and you're on a Windows computer, you'll see this. Macs, I'll talk to you really quick. Once you go to print, you're going to get a preview. Go to your print settings and set up your paper size, quality, and mirror. If you want to change it to black and white, go ahead and hit black grayscale. But if you want to do it in color, which is what we're really looking for, right? Then after you get that done, then go to color options or color matching and choose your color mode that you want to use. It's really that simple. And then go to print. All right. Okay. So on your very first page for preview, it'll show you your paper size and everything else. Don't touch anything else. Seriously, don't touch anything else. Make sure at the very top you're on the right printer, okay? And make sure you're printing drivers when you click on system preferences, printers and scanners, and you click on your printer. Check your version to make sure you're not on 3.0 or 4.0 because that's AirPrint. You won't have access to all kinds of settings that are really great to have. So you can delete that printer and add a new printer. Go to the Epson website, and instead of downloading the driver package, go just to your print driver, okay, and download that, and then add a printer. And when the screen pops up, go to the very bottom and select Other Software. You will get a pop-up box that has the print driver you just downloaded as labeled as your printer. Click that and click Add. That's it. That's how you do it. Then you will have 12x or above, and you will have all the settings you need. All right, back to Windows. Windows, here you go. This is what you need. So we want to be in portrait, obviously. Pick your paper type, something very important to know. Make sure whatever paper type is here is what's actually selected on your printer if you have a print screen on your printer. Those of you with 1810s and 2400s, etc., don't have print screens. Don't worry about it. Everybody else, you should be worried about it. Please make sure your paper type and size match whatever you choose here, because if they don't, you're going to get printer error, paper mismatch, and you never want to print past that because you send erroneous information. All right. So print preview is on. I'm not going to be able to show you one because my printer is an hour and a half from where I'm at. All of my printers are. I haven't brought one out to camp yet, so sorry that you're going to have to live without the print preview today. All right, but I always turn mine on, and it has saved me hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands. All right, go ahead and click on More Options, and down at the bottom, your mirror image, bidirectional off, mirror on, and then these are where your color settings are. I'm just going to leave it on the default setting for now because it really doesn't matter. I'm not actually printing anything, but you guys will be. So, learn how your color settings work. And yes, I am going to say it. And anybody that knows me knows you're going to hear this. ICCs from print company or from ink companies are useless. They are only one color setting, and you are shortchanging yourself if that's the only thing you're using. Please learn how to use your printer settings and your color management. If you need help on that, come join my personal group and come talk to me. I teach in an amazing class, and it isn't just about the color settings, but it is very focalized on the color settings and how they work and why they work for certain types of images. If you want to learn that, come talk to me personally. All right. And for those of you who don't know about the personal group, come join the group. You'll be amazed. I have created a library of information that is huge, and you're missing out. It's all free. The only thing I charge for is my settings class. So come talk to me. I help out on all kinds of stuff. All right, here we go. So this was it. Print OK or click OK. Then you're going to hit print. Now, like I said, am at camp. Don't worry about that. Okay, we're going to hit print. I am not going to get, there you go. I'm not going to get a print preview because I'm at camp and I can't show it to you. So that's as far as I can take you, but I can tell you that, and here's why. I'm nowhere near my printer. All right, so, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, so if you have questions, just ask, but that's how you would create a template and then use the template using Silhouette. I hope this helps. Again, any questions, come talk to me. I'm always happy to help. Okay? Have a really great day. And just remember something. Give yourself the dignity and grace to make mistakes and fail forward. Listen, we're all perfectly imperfect and we all make mistakes. But those fails are always good things, not bad things. Even though they seem bad in the moment. I get it. They actually are something that's teaching you and helping you learn And listen, we all have to have patience when it comes to learning this craft. This is not a plug and play craft. It has definitely got a little learning curve to it, but that's why I'm here and a lot of other people. We're all here to help you if you just ask. Have a really great day, everybody. Happy subbing.